In this example, we're going to use continuous compounding formula to calculate the balance in an account after 1, 5, and 20 years. So take a moment to pause the video and write down this information about the principal that we're given, that's 4,000, and the APR that we're also given, which is 2.5%. So this problem is completed in parts, and this first part is to find the balance in the account after 1 year. So what I did was I went to our My Math Lab, back to our My Math Lab site, and clicked on eText. When you go to eText, you can usually find the formulas. You can sometimes even find some videos embedded as well that relate to those formulas. But one interesting thing is there's not a whole lot of information here about using this particular formula on a calculator. So here is our formula. Here are its parts, which we're going to use in a second. But this question that was asked is more about how do I locate this number E on my calculator? So let me bring up our calculator. This is the one that we most likely use in class. And the notes inside the text say something about finding the e to the x key, but we don't have one here. So you will need to make special note of this, that to locate that e value for that irrational number e, you would press second and then this PRB key. Notice that because we're pressing second, we're really accessing the log menu. Then we would scroll to the right, and selection number 2 is E raised to some power, already set up with a set of parentheses, very similar to the way we would need it here in our formula. So I'm going to clear this out and go back to the example that we had. Move this back over. And so the balance in the account after 1 year is approximately, well, what we're going to do is we're going to first type in that principal amount. We are multiplying that by E. So here's where we press second, the PRB key, which really is the log menu. We go over to the natural log, LN, menu, and then we're going to select number 2. Again, it's already set up so that it's ready for our exponent. Our exponent is the APR written as a decimal times the number of years. And this should be the value, the balance in the account after 1 year. We're asked around to the nearest cent. So that was the following. The next parts of these questions ask similar things, but for different years, and then in the end to calculate the APY. Check out my other videos in Chapter 4, or ask me another question by clicking on Ask My Instructor inside My Math Lab.